It's coming, it's coming. Here we are. We are live. We are the mad scientists. Well, I am.
Hello.
Eddie's joined me today, our lovely surprise guest. And together we were going to do lots of mad things, hopefully, and entertain you. So Eddie's been trying to match up with this one. There we are, you're there. That's
Hey,
it.
I did
Yay.
it.
Well done. Well done. Oh, hello everybody. Now who have we got in? Let's go back. We've got
Oh God, lots of
where's the
people.
gosh, lots of people. Yes. Paula, Kirsten, Becky, Sonia, Belinda. Hello, Eddie. Marguerite. Apple. Hello, Apple. Did I say Becky? Well, hi, Becky again. Sonia. Marguerite, yes. Lara. I think that's it. Am I there? Have I missed
I think that's
anybody?
it.
I think that
Miriam,
might be it.
Miriam's here.
Miriam. Oh, hi, Miriam. I miss
Hi.
Miriam. There we go. I'm trying to get to the bottom. Oh, Katura McKittrick. Hello. Yes, I think I've got round to the bottom now. Yes, I think I'm there. There we are. So my surprise guest is Eddie. So we'll have to set up. I have no idea what Eddie's going to do. Well, I'm not that
Eddie
much
doesn't
idea.
either.
Oh dear. Well, we're a right pair then. So I've got my journal here, and I've been making this. I don't know what Eddie's going to do. Maybe he'll bring something out. This is from the plan I made out of the bits of cardboard and the drawing. And this is the top bit that goes here. What I'm thinking is have a button or disc or something here so that I can pop it over it and make a little dent this side so it will snap in, I think, if it works. It might not. It might not. Might have to do it some other way. And then I've got one piece for the side there going across and one piece for this side. But I've got to put some sort of decoration on these. I'll be hammering or nibbling away at bits and things, you see. And I've got the pins a bit long here because I wasn't sure if they were quite right. This one is a little bit skew with, so I'm still playing with that one to try and get it a bit better. But the idea is that it works like that, you see, made deliberately to fit one, this journal with a wonky, uneven end piece. No. So if it's going to go about there, it's a good idea to have it around so you can see where it's going to go. So you don't block where it's going to go when you put other things on. Like all of this lot. I think it's about time we started sticking things down a bit now. We don't want a wonky nail. So I've got loads of wings. Two more wings here. And I've got a human skull, and I really liked it on this piece. And I don't know if I'm going to have
skulls. Did you hear about the anthropologist who went into a thrift store in Florida and bought or found an actual human skull that they were selling?
Oh, wow.
So you never know what you're going to find at those places.
Obviously, yes. Well, they used to do them as sort of like stationary showmen, didn't they? They used to have sort of an exhibit to attract people to come and have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in fact, somebody's father was found in that position, and it took an awful lot of time to get the fella back again. They didn't want to give him back because it was a prize exhibit.
Oh.
Yes, odd. I think I'm going to use this little one up there and the bigger one down here because I think that fits better there. But I can't find the other one of those. It's got to be around somewhere under all this pile of stuff. Let's get this one out of the way because I found another box of stuff, you see. And I thought, oh, look, there's more things in there. Oh, I've been divvying around.
Let me show you what I'm working on at the moment.
Please do.
called? This is a project we're doing with Sharon's group, or Sharon's leading it, and she gave us these wonderful kits of like beautiful goddesses and ladies and stuff. And so I had these hearts that someone gave me. They're like, I don't know what you'd call them. Like they're sort of a chipboard, but they're kind of soft too. Anyway,
Oh,
so
right.
using my gel prints and some other stuff to make pages, and this is going to be a little flip book, and so it'll have the rings like this, and then you
Ah.
can go like that, and then I haven't decided what's going on the back ones yet, but I have 2 more to go. And see, this is the next one I was working on. Peekaboo.
Uh-huh. Mm.
So that's what I'm working on. I'm not going to work on it today because I need to like focus on that and
Yeah.
chatting, and I can't focus and do it at the same time.
Ah.
You know what guys are very single-minded.
All
Single
right.
task.
I hadn't noticed it. I think blokes are just as doolally as the rest of us, only sometimes in a different way.
That's my new nickname, Doolally.
Okay, doolally Eddie. So I seem to have lost a wing, which is great fun, but I'll find it sometime. But I won't
You
put
have
that
them
wing
both
on
on
until
top
I
of the
find
book?
the other one. No, I've got 4 wings. I've only got 3 here. No idea where the other one's gone. It's probably fallen on the floor or something. They usually do. In the meantime, I found this, and it was plain. So I've been spraying it with coffee and cattail copper brown, which is a Lindy's one, to give it a bit more something, a bit more oomph.
Very nice.
I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for. I know what I used the last one for, but I don't really want to do the same thing again. So I'm thinking about that one. I've got loads of stuff in here. Oh, and I found these 2, which I rather like. That one's okay. This one is lovely. And that's how they come out. I hadn't opened them. They were still sealed. I must have got them ages ago. But I like the coffee rings on this one particularly, which is quite suitable seeing as I've been using coffee.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. And I've got some tea bags here. I've got some couple of big ones. I think I was gifted these because I can't get these in this country. But I can get some big plain ones that are not quite the same size as this. It's not quite so big. Just buy them in a bag. So I've got those. But these are used tea bags. Actually had tea in. So
they look really good.
They're grungy enough for this kind of thing, you see, which is what I was thinking.
I love that color, though. It's such a good color.
Yeah. But I've got to keep that in mind so that I know where that's going to be. So I can't put that there. I've got to put it sort of somewhere else, slightly more there or something.
Apple says,
Or
Eddie, your
perhaps
heart collages remind me of oracle cards. What's an oracle card? I don't know.
like tarot.
Oh, okay.
Do you mean tarot?
Like tarot cards?
I think they can be oracle cards.
I can tell your future.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed
Your
to do.
future looks desolate.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Multiple moons.
Anyway, I'm going to stick these down. I like this one here because with this one showing the orange background through, it goes really nicely with this one over here because that's a complete accident, that one, but it looks like another skull. That's what I was looking at the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure exactly where to put this. But I'm going to put these on with 3D gel, which I kept out. 3D matte gel. There we are. I've been doing a lot of tidying up, so that other wing could be absolutely anywhere. And I was thinking of using something. I found about 4 or 5 of these in different colours and different styles that I stamped ages ago. And I might be able to use them in there, but that one's too big for there. So I'll keep an eye out on the others when they turn up. I'm getting to a point where I know the kind of thing I want, but I'm not totally sure which one or exactly what I want. You know what I mean? I know the feel I want. Oh, look, I found some letters.
You don't know until you see it. That kind of thing.
But I don't think I want to use those again because I use those on the other journal. That sort of thing. So I'm going to put that down. Saving that. And I've got loads of stuff here. I've got a bit of Tyvek there that I really mullered quite well. If you look at this, completely mullered.
Ooh.
You can see the back. It's absolutely. It's been fried to a crisp. It's iron paint. I think it's partly the iron paint has sort of eaten away the surface as well, as well as the heat. So it's a lovely piece, though. You can use bits of it.
Oh, that's wonderful. Look at that.
So I want to put this skull down first because I'm sure where I want that one. Because it helps if you've got one of these things.
You got them chatting about tea bags now.
Tea bags?
Yes. They're talking about how great they are. All the uses.
Yeah, there are quite a lot of uses because you can open them out and it just looks like a different type of paper, and it can sort of surprise people because they don't always realize what it once was. And I like things like that.
It's weird that my camera's being so fuzzy at the top.
It's not as bad as it was.
Remember, it was doing that for you. Like when I put my hand down, it's not fuzzy.
Yeah.
Very strange. Very, very strange.
Yeah. Violet found that sometimes it can focus better on something with text than it does on just your hand or anything like that.
And all that good stuff. Well, I guess I could flip through one of the current books I'm working on. Y'all can get a gander.
Well, here we go with this piece. I'm going to put it there. Like that, and then I'm going to do the wings. Now, some of this, look at that. It's got all hard and sort of rubbery.
Ooh.
I'm going to have to chop that bit out because there's a bit down here that's perfectly fine. I don't want to get it mixed in with that. I was thinking I might be able to, once I've decided finally what I want on that closure, copper, that I can maybe have a go at trying to do the fire tempering, because that can give you some really gorgeous patterns. And I was just playing around, just sort of heating it a little bit because I just hammered it a bit and I wanted it to be completely flexible, not even slightly work hardened. And I stopped quite early on and it turned into this most gorgeous color. You can actually see some of it on here, a little bit of it there.
Oh, I see.
On the hinge, and a little bit of it on there, which is wonderful color.
Oh, look at that. That's so cool.
Yeah. So I might be able to get that deliberately. You never know, your luck.
Yeah.
There we go. A bit on this one. That will make it, I've got a paper circle there. We don't really want to keep the paper circle on it. What was I thinking? No idea. Gone blank again. Having some of it stuck down, that's what I was thinking. Having some of it stuck down will mean it won't keep losing bits, or losing bits that are stuck down. So that's my hope. So I've got loads of pages in this one. That's unusual. I normally just do the covers and then think pages.
Oh yeah.
And go and do something else, you know. So
Now you have more than you need.
I've actually got pages in it. Yeah, I don't have to worry about that. But I can get on and do decorative things with them. Yeah, ephemera and stuff. There we go. That looks quite good. And I'm going to put the beads on.
Yeah, Paula, I there are certain times where I overstuff my books too. Jeez. There was one I made for Christmas. I guess it was year before last, and it was just so stuffed. I was afraid it was going to burst, but I shipped it, and it made it just fine.
Yeah.
But
Whereas
yeah,
I'm the other way around. I do books with barely anything in it, so you can add stuff.
Yeah, and which is why I'm doing the 3 journals in the series, because I'm going to do one that's more just basic. You can write in it, you can put whatever you want in it, and then another one that's fully, done out, and then one kind of in the middle. So there's 3 choices.
Good idea. My problem is I keep wanting things with a purpose, or at least things that look as if they have a purpose. And then I've got to think, what the heck am I going to do? Because I know the vibe I want, but I don't know the specifics.
I often never have a theme or anything. I just kind of just see what I've got and what I'm feeling that day, and I just go with it. But I kind of, do a little bit of everything.
I think that's the best way, because the number of times I've made ephemera, and then when I want ephemera for a book, it doesn't fit because it's not the right look or feel to it.
I have a whole
So
box.
I can do both things, but getting it all together is difficult.
Right. And it fascinates me, the people who can have all this pre-made stuff and then it all works together, because I don't create
probably
like that.
Because they've done one before and they just go and repeat what they've done. That's the only way I can say. Otherwise, they've got very odd minds. Much too clever.
Colleen has a question.
What
do you guys think is the ideal size? I know you can make a book any size if you want a huge one, but if you keep adding to it, what's the ideal size?
Well, it depends what you want it for, really, I'd say.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of start with
coffee table size books, or keep it in the house type books. The size I'm doing here. A more sensible size would be a sort of pocket A5 size. That sort of size, I think, is a good in-between size. I mean, otherwise you're getting down to this size. I know that Violet's made some just that size,
Oh God, no, that's too small for me.
You open it, and, that she's very clever.
Well, they're crocheting too. Doesn't she do the little teacups, right, with the crochet?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
She sent me a coffee colored one, a black one with coffee trim. It was absolutely
so cool.
Goes on my black hat wonderfully.
Very nice. Yeah, as far as size or stuffing, it depends on if you're making your own cover. It depends on the spine. So, for example, this is a 2.5, about a 2.5 inch or 2 inch. I think it's a 2.5 inch.
It depends on whether you like the stuffed book look or you want one that lies flat. I mean, this has got about enough for me in here because it's lying flat.
Right.
I mean, I've got I've got all these pieces in it, but even with those in, it's lying flat, you know. So it's a good size. It's not gapey like the alligatory one. If you like alligatory, we'll go for that.
Yeah, stuff that sucker.
Yep. But I can't think of enough stuff to do that with.
Yeah,
I
there's
get want to go into a different color. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say sometimes it's just like, what else can I do with it? You know, and you find yourself like struggling to figure out what else to do,
Yeah.
and then you go, oh well, just leave it as it is, or I'll come back to it later. But see, this one
It's a little
has
bit.
a nice gap in the middle, so it doesn't. It probably won't alligator if I put enough in it, or a lot in it. It'll just be like probably at the most like this. Why is
I
my
quite
camera?
like the little tall ones about that sort of size. You can't see the bottom of the book.
Mm-hmm.
This sort of size. So just, and then it's more like a pocket book.
Sort
I
of
like
like
that sort
a
of.
pamphlet size
Yeah.
almost,
Sorry?
like a pamphlet size.
Sort of, yeah. Where's that one I did before? Oh, here we are. There's this one, you see, like this size. Here we go. Like this one. Put it the right way round. There we go. Now it says journal. So it opens this way. And you've got this to tie this down. And if you undo it, you've got a little notepad up here made with different pages. And you've got a little concertina pocket here. So I can do stuff, It's been known.
Yeah. You've had your moments,
One or two, yeah. And then open it again, and you've got a place for a pen. And you've got another little pocket there. And another little pocket there. But then when you close it, you can then open it the other way as well. So you've got other things going on the other side because it's concertinary, you see. I do like that kind of thing where you can open the book on the other side and you've got more going on. I do like that kind of stuff because it's less expected, slightly more unexpected to find that you've got something that does both.
That is
I think
really
it's
nice.
all different sizes and shapes, whatever you want, because then you can go, well, I've done this size and I've done this little one over here, this size, and I've done this giant book here. And yeah, why not? Just go mad and enjoy.
Yeah, exactly.
I found
I
this.
kind of like going against the grain as far as just I put whatever I want with whatever. It doesn't really. I don't like to just do the thing.
You can be eclectic, yeah, and do whatever you like.
That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah. And I found a load of washi tape that I made, and then amongst it was some that was just the right sort of vibe for this. Isn't that nice? Yeah.
Oh wow, those are awesome. And how do you make
Well, I just start with a sheet of paper and put sticky on the other side. It's a sheet of ready sticky paper, so I print on one side of it. And then I just cut it into strips all the way up the A4 piece of paper. So you start off with your A4 piece and you end up with little strips. And you randomly stamp on it. So you're not trying to do something deliberate. And I included some parts of stories and some poems and things that I'd written so that you've got little snippets of things that don't have a lot of sense on their own, but I know that they're part of this poem or that story, and I can just use any little bit I like, whatever I fancy. So once that's nice and solid, I can turn it over. I don't suppose I left no, not underneath. Oh, and I that little thing that I left, what happened to that? I got it somewhere. I put it down and it's walked away. The thing I made from a button, I was going to paint it and see what it would come out like. Oh, there it is. That little plaster button.
And then you made that?
Yeah, I just got a button that had this lovely pattern. I was in a shop one day and I went, oh, I like that pattern. Don't like the colour. I'll make a mould. So there we are.
Right, that's what we do, right?
Yeah. So I'll move that up out the way and let's get my. Oh, careful where you're sitting. I think he's a bit nervous because it's been 5th of November, gunpowder, treason, and plot, and he doesn't like gunpowder because it goes off bang, and he hates bang. So he's been very clingy.
I don't like bang either.
Yeah.
It gets
Now I
bangy
found
around here sometimes at night.
Yeah. Well, luckily this is a country village, so it doesn't normally have a lot of bang, but at November it does. Mind you, that they don't seem to keep to the actual times. It's like it's bonfire night is the 5th of November, so we get bangs from about the 3rd onwards. They can just keep going, and if the Saturday comes up, you know, a little while after the 5th, they'll have a bonfire night in town, so you'll be able to see them from town as well. But it's worse when it's close because the dog's just so petrified by it. He does not like it. I'm looking for a paintbrush. Maybe I'll use that one. I was also
our
looking.
bangs don't come from bonfires.
No, I had heard that.
Yeah, and I live very close to the central hospital area of Boston, so we get the fire trucks and the ambulance up and down the main street constantly.
Oh, right.
It's like, oh, so like in my last video, it was like a fire truck that just stood standing there for like a good couple of minutes with their sirens blaring. And I just kept going. I'm like, I can't stop every time they go by. This is aggravating.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's life here.
When I started streaming, if there was a lot of noise interference, I would stop. It wasn't not when I was doing live streaming, when I was recording, and I would stop the recording and wait until it had gone away and then go on. But it was very disconcerting because you couldn't always remember what you'd been about to say.
That's right. I tried to do that once and I got so lost. It doesn't take much, but I got really lost and I guess I can't do that. What I'll do is I'll pause and then I'll edit it out, or I'll just stop talking, but I'll keep going. And then
the other way I found to do it is just keep going and then make notes of anything that I wanted to say again and redo the soundtrack.
Right. Go back in later and add it in.
I don't do that anymore because I just can't do all the editing. It's too bad on my neck.
Looking at my wrist, my carpal tunnel gets really bad.
Oh yeah, that I had that for a while there. That was nasty. I had an op where they sliced the membrane around the nerves and freed them up. I didn't like it much because they said it'll be okay within 10 days after the operation.
This is the hand that I use. And oftentimes, if I overuse it, it gets so swollen.
Yeah.
Compared to
that's why I started doing this, you see, because doing this sort of thing, your hand is doing so many different maneuvers, it doesn't have a chance to do repetitive strain so much as you do when you're doing computer things, which is what I didn't like. Well, I think I'm going to have to, if I can't find the little bottle of water I had here somewhere, I'm going to have to go and wash this brush before it seizes up.
Don't ruin your brush.
Yeah, I will. I'll go rinse it. I won't be a sec.
Okay.
Carry on regardless.
All right. I'll just keep flipping through the book. This is have you guys ever seen this typing paper? Found this at the thrift store too. It even has watermark on it. I think it's on this side. Yeah, there's a watermark right about there. It's hard to see on camera. Oh, and then this is from Facsimile of Renunciation by Emily Dickinson, printed in the first volume of her poems. This is her handwriting there. I can't read it because it's very fancy, but it says, then came a day at Summer's Full. Yeah, not going to happen, but isn't that cool?
Don't know why I thought I had to.
Yeah. Hi, Diane. How are you?
Black.
Hi, Carla. Thank you, Sarah.
Hi,
Yeah, that
SAG.
paper is like it's old typing paper from like when they used to teach you typing in school. It's very cool. It's like onion skin, but thicker. Oh, look at my mess. You can see my mess. Did Fran leave us?
No, I'm back. I'm back.
Oh, okay.
I watched it brush and I came back.
You can go back to your camera.
I was watching you. I wanted better to see what you were doing.
Yeah, I'm just going through this book that I'm working on.
I like that green wheel there.
This?
No, the page before.
Oh, this is
That
a
one.
coffee filter that I painted.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's just
I've got a red one.
distress sprays. Let's see. Yeah.
Mine is avocado ink.
Oh, that's such a good shade.
It is, isn't it? That's one of the best inks I've made, that one. Right. Carry on. What have you got on that page?
This was I had this at the bottom of a my spray box.
Is it Chinese writing?
No, it's music.
Oh, right. Oh, of course it is. Yeah, it looked because it's such a small screen.
It's sideways.
It looked like
too.
Yeah, look the other way around. It looked like Chinese lettering.
Lettering, yeah. And this is one of the prints I did on that live stream of yours that I jumped on.
Mm-hmm.
That was the National Geographic page we did frottage on, and then gel printed on. And you could see is it aqueous effervescence and Paula stenciled the rune blocks.
I wonder if there's another way to use National Geographic pages, the ones that won't create melting inks because they're the wrong year. There must be some way to use them in a similar sort of mishy-mashy way. I think I'd like to do a bit more Photoshop because I liked what I got from Froyle's beautiful results from the National Geographic. They were just so lovely. And I went and printed them on both sides. So yeah, it's fun. I'd like to have a bit more go with some of that. Or I was thinking I did once have a photograph I took of a thistle, a green thistle head. And I put it through various filters, including one which I think was either called or looked like plastic wrap. And it turned it into an absolutely wonderful thing. So I'd like to do a bit more playing with that. And I've got some things to show people, actually. I'll just nip over the other side of the room and grab them.
Okay. See. Paper. I love that. So I got this here from the ladies over at ePapery. They sent it to me for my birthday. Isn't that great? It just sounds so good. And this is my personalized sewing kit they sent me. They're so nice. Came with 3 needles and a bunch of threads. Very cool. All right, Fran, take over.
There we are. I'm back. What you doing?
I have just showing them this cool journal page that I got from the ladies at ePapery.
Oh.
It's like deli paper sewn together, and then they cut out a hole and sewed in this little lace piece here in the middle. Makes a little window.
Yeah, I like it. It's sort of a slightly, it's sort of like a regular pattern, but broken up. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just having a sip. Well, I've got here some books that I made. I'll make me a bit bigger for a moment because some of these pictures are quite small.
Yes, go for it.
And some of these books are about sort of £1, £1.50, the local charity shop. And what I like is this particular shot on the front. It's a hand in all of these shots, but it's been distorted in the other squares.
Mm-hmm.
That's the original. And then it's been, I love that kind of thing.
I love doing that. I have a lot of, I'll have to send you some photos. I did that too. Photos I took with my 35mm digital camera and manipulated them. And I got some cool effects out of them.
Lovely.
If I remember, I'll post them.
Oh, I shouldn't. Don't forget, I'm not in America. Too expensive.
No, I'm posting them on the.
Oh, in the on the, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to go and try weighing things in a post box. It's no good.
I just sent something, and it was like it weighed not even half a pound, and it was like $6.
Yeah, that's not so bad.
It's awful.
Well, it's not brilliant, but it's not so bad. I won a I was the 1,000th how many thousandths subby on a channel. It was Jersey Crafter, and they sent me this box full of stuff, and it must have cost them a fortune. So I've always felt so guilty about that. But it was some wonderful stuff.
Yeah, it's just postage everywhere.
Yeah, it used to be good, but suddenly it's not.
I'm gonna train some pigeons.
Yeah, heavyweight pigeons, maybe a condor.
Oh yeah, we get some big.
They could probably
Too bad the turkeys don't fly. We get some big turkeys around here.
It's typical. The one I want, I can't find. It's probably in the other book, come to think, because I've got another one here, Creative Photography Handbook, which is absolutely lovely. These are cheap books. It's great to go to your charity shop and have a look at what they've got, because sometimes they've got some marvelous things in some of these.
That's right.
Books.
This is supposed to go in and like take some time and just flip through them.
Yeah,
because it's amazing what you'll find.
Some of these pictures, you see, a lovely picture of a squirrel. I've got squirrels in my back garden. And you could probably do something with that with Photoshop. Yeah.
So
I'm trying to find the one that I saw where there's already been some distortion done. I'll have to flick through and find it and then come back and show you.
Oh. So Sonia has a interesting way that she uses, that she sends packages out. She ships through pirate ships.
Huh?
She uses a pirate ship.
You know pirates? I see.
Have to coast them with fishing ships. Yeah.
You know, the pirates are the ones that come and raid the ship.
Yeah.
I always thought that. These are some interesting things, like where was that one just a moment ago? These with very little contrast, very little colour, but plenty of contrast and soft focus, and playing around with those sort of different things. I think that's wonderful. And printing through tissue paper.
Mm.
Lovely. I love things like photos of rock, because sometimes you can see some most amazing things there. Go away. And that's lovely, showing you what happens when you use different filters. You see that?
That's amazing how it changes it. Just
Yeah, same shot, just doing different things with it. Lovely. I like making, doing close-up photos of flowers as well, like this kind of thing. Just focusing on the very center of the flower.
macro photography.
Yeah. Well, I got some nice lenses of my husband's friend who's upgraded to a really super duper camera, and it wouldn't take the lenses he had for the old one, so he let us buy them off him for next to nothing. Brilliant. Some of the stuff he just gave it to us.
That's fantastic, because that's not cheap.
Wonderful. Absolutely. Oh, I love that. Look at that. Now that's such a simple thing. It's just these seed pods of physalis. I think it looks like physalis to me. Lantern fruit, yeah. And it's been sort of sepiaed, and there's light through it, backlit. Oh, gorgeous. Just wonderful things you can do. And they, even if you're not interested in photography, just looking at the pictures can be so inspiring, can't they? Just beautiful things. Well, that was those
like frost on those leaves.
It does, yes, exactly. Or I quite like taking photos when you've got dew on the leaves. They can be really good as well. And this one, the color code, which sounds really quite interesting. Now,
Carrie,
Patricia,
how are you?
Hi, Carrie. Patricia was showing.
Feeling?
Has he not been well?
He was a little ill the other day.
Oh.
I think he caught something on his trip to the craft show.
Oh. Hope we recovered you all right. Oh, look at this. Red dye from crushed cochineal bugs used for making carpets in the village of Teotitlan Valley in the Oaxaca Valley, Mexico. Interesting. And look, I thought he'd had a nasty injury.
I was going to say, what are you showing me here?
That's crushed bugs. That's what that is.
Is that fantastic?
But this is such an interesting book. You know, it's a bit about Van Gogh's Starry Night. And it's on the similar vein to that one that Patricia showed us, the Secret Lives of Colour, I think it was. I've got that one as well, but you'd seen that one, so I thought I'd just show you this one, which is really fascinating. Again, it tells little stories about their history, or somebody describing their abduction by grey aliens. Yeah. I prefer the kind of thing about aliens where they're talking about the possibility of our ever meeting real aliens. And what will they be like? Well, they'll probably be little bacteria.
I think they're here already.
Yeah, well, I think we are them.
I think so.
Now, I've got this here that's been drying in the background, which I'm quite pleased with. Look at that. That was using the cattail copper brown, and it's turned out really nice because I crunched it, because it was a bit too big for the place I was drying it. So I crunched it in like this and created these beautiful folds, lovely fold marks, which worked quite well. I'll bring you back because I've finished showing books now. There we go. Let's see what you're up to. It's still a bit damp, but I think that's going to be fun to play with. The other one's even more crunchy and damper. See if I can pick it up long enough to show you. Probably drip all over me. There we go. Yes, it's still quite drippy, this one.
Oh, I can see. Wow.
Yeah. I keep turning it over and letting it soak up a bit more.
That's going to look
You can
so
get
good.
nice drips as well as folds. It is, isn't it? I'm looking forward to that one.
Fran?
Yeah.
Kerry says he mailed your package yesterday morning and it should be with you soon.
Ooh, thrilling. Wonderful. I must get some bits put together for you because you've given me another package before with those lovely bits of wood in that I'm still using. I can get some things to send to you as well. See what you can make of those. I know everybody is so clever and they take things that you would use one way and they use it another way and you go, I never thought of that. I love that. I love that kind of
that's brilliant.
Rolling.
Right?
Yeah. So, sort of like rolling inspiration almost. I'm going to put that little one on there because it's nice and light and I just want it to sit there. So I'll pop him on there, I think. I do like how this piece turned out. It's such a simple thing and it was just a blot. And it's turned out really great.
It looks like a complete outfit.
Either an outfit or a butterfly or some kind of creature.
Well,
Yeah.
I see it as a person with this feathery, fabulous outfit.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
got
sort
a
of
weird
slim yellow dress on. And there's a big fur coat going, love you, darlings. That kind of thing. Sort of Mae West.
Yes. The Biba look.
I've got some beastly little fly that's managed to come in. We haven't had flies all summer, and now it's into winter, and I've got one. That's the builders, because they would insist on keeping the flipping doors open all the time, and it was freezing in here.
Morons.
Absolutely freezing. Well, there's a young lad there who doesn't understand when you get older, you can be really cold, especially when you've got arthritis. Yeah, well, I didn't put the heating on for that very reason. I don't want to be paying all the money to heat the outside world.
Right. It's hot enough out there. Don't add to it.
Yeah, exactly. There's a sun out there. They can keep that. So there we are. So that's all I'm doing on the front for now. I will put the other wings on when I find the other one because I want to put them on as a pair. It's got to be around here somewhere. No, I'm not going to start searching again. I get into search mode and I can't do anything else. I think I might do a little bit of printing actually because I've got some pieces here I've been wanting to use for ages and I was waiting and waiting and waiting and some of them are now past time because we've had bonfire night and I made some of these for bonfire night, some of these pieces here, some of them for Christmas, and I wanted to use them. I mean, I can just use them as ordinary stencils without the gel plate, or I could use a gel plate. But I just wanted to try some of them out. I've been turning these into an alphabet, but I've got a lot of work to do to get it into an alphabet so it's usable. Because Violet's been showing me and teaching me how to use this alphabet making, font making. That's the word I wanted, font. Okay. Font making thing. So that then if I want to put a different word that I've not used before using some letters I haven't done before, I don't have to go and find an O from coruscation and an A because I've actually done those letters. If I can get them all into the font, I can just type it like I would by choose that font. That's what she's showing me how to do. So I've got spook, witches, fly, pumpkin, haunted, broomstick, black cat. I've got winter, ice, snow, frozen, hot toddy, snowman, Christmas, manger, activity. No, sorry, nativity. And you've got
there was some activity in the manger. So
Yeah, but it's nativity, not activity.
Very
I
cool.
got these in two sizes: coruscation, autumn, fire, dancing, color, shades, pixie, sparks, and the
Mm.
A trying to dive away. And what else have I got? Have I done spooks? I've got 6 of these. There's spooks. I've done spooks, yes. But I haven't done graveyard. Graveyard, tomb, potion, elixir, decoction, spells, power, grimoire. And then a fall one. Fall, rustle, oak, ash, maple, bonfire, fireworks, conkers, Guy Fawkes.
Carrie wants to know what coruscation is.
Coruscation is what you get when fire runs along madly like that. So you get this coruscation of fire, or when you've got lights in the mountains from the setting sun, and it flashes fire across the side of the rock,
Mm.
or lava running down a hillside. So you can see, especially at night, so you can see the red coming down. It's wonderful coruscation. I
Great word.
absolutely adore it. It is. So I wanted to have a play with those because I've got the little teeny weenies. I wasn't sure if the little teeny weenies were a bit too small, but they would be great sizes for tags and artist trading cards. That size, if
Yeah.
they work. So I thought I might have a go with those.
What are those printed on?
Could just that's just on Tyvek, so it's as a stencil ready to go. So, or you could just use one word. That's the point, you see, doing it. So you can just use one word there, and maybe I'll have bonfire over there and maple down there, so you don't have to use the whole lot in that
Right.
same way. So I'll see if I can find a small piece of paper, or a medium piece of paper, perhaps would be better. So I haven't got my gel plate in here, or any of them. They're out in the other room. Piece of paper, come to me. Piece of paper. Oh, there's a bit there. Let's see what that one will do. That's an A4. Here we are. And I've got where has it gone? Spun stamp pad here. It came free with an order of something or other. And it doesn't, it's not a archival or anything, but I just wanted to try it out. I'll try the bigger ones first.
Carla, I don't think that's illegal. I think you can do it. Carla says, maybe I should scan pages from that old dictionary I can't bear to tear up. Would that be legal in the U.S.? I don't see why
I
it's
think it
not.
depends date of
You're not
the
selling it, I think if it's for personal use, it's okay.
Oh yeah, anything for personal use is pretty much okay.
Hi, Dana.
What
These
I
pages.
did is I had a dictionary. Where is it? It's down here. It's just trying to fall over on me. And I've had it for a long time. I think possibly my parents bought it for me. There it is. Huge, great thing. And it's got the most marvellous loads of really thin pages in here. That's what I was spraying back there with that colour. And when I moved back in here and my brother had died, I discovered that he had one too. And one of them was in a worse state than the other. So I said, okay, that's for book pages. And I've still got a dictionary.
So they were asking where I got these pages here with the green on them.
Yeah.
And then this one has the herb flavored oils description with the really cool
Oh,
illustrations.
lovely.
It's from this book I got at the thrift store, The Scented Garden by Rosemary Gray. And it's got wonderful illustrations. And it's a good sized book. You see, it's huge.
Yeah.
So, photos, there's illustrations, mainly illustrations. It gives you a little history. And,
I like that word.
She's like, oh, aren't these great?
Wonderful.
Very nice.
I've got
So, yeah.
a few copies of Edith. Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady by Edith. Can't remember. But I've got a couple of copies of it. So if I decide one of them is, the trouble is, I just like it so much.
Holden.
I've not.
Carrie
it.
says Holden.
Yeah, Edith Holden. Yeah. So I can always use one of them. Conkers. I like conkers.
What's a conker? Is that a shell?
No, it's the inner. It's the piece from the inside, the shiny brown bit. The inside of a horse chestnut. And kids in this country were used to, before they started becoming a nanny state, used to play conker. You get your conker, and sometimes people would boil it or treat it with vinegar or oil or something to, trying to get it to be a long-lasting one. And they drill a hole in it and put a piece of string through and tie a knot in it, and the string would be about a foot long maybe. And then they'd go out and challenge other people to duels, and you'd hold the string in one hand and hold the conker, and then try and hit the other person's conker because they were holding it like that, hanging down. But I think these days they've actually stopped it, which is silly. It's so silly.
Ridiculous.
Well, you could get hurt doing that, but you could get hurt stepping across the road. You can get hurt in your own house. Yeah, exactly. Well, it does if you die, but I mean,
has anyone really died from a conker? I mean,
well, you never know, but the nanny state gets very up in the air about it.
It's
the other way. I do like words like this in random ways. But of course, you can use the whole stencil on a gel plate, and you could have a big one and a little one. And I deliberately cut this one with a bit extra here so that you could lift it up all right.
Oh, okay. A tab. That's perfect.
Yeah. Here's a winter one. Look, let's have winter. I like winter. Well, I like looking at it from inside.
That's true. Yeah, I'm the same way. I love watching the snow falling and all that great stuff, but I'm not shoveling.
Yeah, from a distance. We don't have to do shoveling here if we don't want to. We don't have that. I know in America, don't you have to do it? Keep the neighborhood
depending on the area. I know, like in my city, we have, I think, up to maybe 3 hours after the storm to clear up any walkways where the public will be going, any your entrances and egresses, and make sure things are clear for any emergencies. Your steps have to be cleared, and essentially it's because if not, and somebody slips, they can sue you for a hell of a lot of money. So they
well, we don't have it in this country, I think, simply because we don't have that kind of weather very often. And when we do, it's probably for a day. Although lately we've had so much flooding from all that rain, I wouldn't be surprised if this winter turns out to be quite different. I think I'll do a hot toddy.
That sounds good right now.
Yeah.
It's quite chilly here today.
Mulled wine makes a lovely hot toddy. And I can actually drink that. There we go. I mean, you can have a lot of fun with these different sized words as well as the big ones. I think I do some spooks.
And then you could do it on the gel plate. Just make sure you flip it the other way around.
Yep. Well, it depends on which way round you want it. You don't have to have it readable if you don't want it. You just want it to be
Yeah, that's
backwards.
true. Make the viewer work for it.
Yeah, or even just deliberately do it so that you can't really see it all that easily.
Very cool.
I like things like that are slightly disguised.
Fran, where do you live? Asks Becky. I think Fran lives in the eastern side of the Nert, north. She's in England.
Yeah. I live in darkest Essex, Constable country.
What does that mean? A lot of cops?
No, it means Constable painted loads of places around here. And Willie Lock's cottage is just down the road from us, which is something that he painted. And you can go there. We did that. My husband and I went there, stayed over a weekend in a Willie Lock's cottage in one of the rooms because they've got it set up that you could stay there in a room inside the cottage. And we did a photography course there. It was absolutely brilliant.
That sounds great.
Loads.
Yeah, the Nerd has a franchise. It does. We've got nerds all over the world.
Come on, explain to me about the Nerd because I'm still a bit uncertain about that.
It's something that I just started talking about. I said, "Oh, I love a yurt. You know, I have a yurt." Yeah. And people were asking, "Oh, it's great. How blah blah blah." And I said, "It's imaginary. It's just I think about it." And so, and then, excuse me. And then Paula renamed it the Naughty Yurt.
Yeah. Yes, I think Mariah did explain it the other time, but I forgot. I do a lot of forgetting these days.
Oh.
It's either old age, Alzheimer's, or long COVID. One of them.
Could be the long COVID because my brother had it twice, and his memory is shot.
Yeah, well, my memory is shot
especially
now.
short-term memory. It's not that good.
Yeah, long-term memory is not so bad.
He's what, 57?
Old long-term memory, but new stuff is not so easy.
I can't complain. My memory's still pretty good. Mostly
I got to
for
use coruscation.
silly things, but it still works.
Well, I just hope I don't start forgetting too much craft stuff because that would really bother me. That.
Mm-hmm. Oh, bye, Kirsten.
Bye, Kirsten.
Scottish accent, but I'm not good at it.
They're okay. I don't know how they're doing. No, they had a bad time.
They had, I know, the fire.
They had a fire as well.
And the mom's, her mom, house burnt down. It was like 6 houses in the same strip, and they all burnt down.
I thought it was a flood.
And I don't know if they were affected by the flooding, but I know that their house was destroyed, all 6 homes.
Oh, Gloriana.
Actually, I saw pictures of it online because when she told me about it, I said, I want to take a look. And it was just one big just mess. And I guess it was the fire brigade was somewhere 50 miles away doing some training.
Yeah.
And nobody could get there in time.
Some kind of mix up there.
Yeah.
Fire. I do like the word fire. It's a lovely word. But I don't like the results on houses. Not good at all.
I know. And the other thing with my brother's memory is he forgets to turn the burner off on the stove.
That's when it gets scary. Yeah.
So I have to constantly, check on him after he makes something or what have you, because it happens too often. And it happened to my dad. My dad was, before he passed, he was 75,
Wow. Not so
70s,
old.
and he was doing it. But I think with him, that was the old age. With my brother, I think it's the long COVID.
Yeah. Well, I'm on a long COVID Teams meeting.
Oh, that's good. They're doing
So,
it's
and I
like
get
for
the phone.
research.
No, it's for telling you what you can do. Like the last one was on sleeping.
Sort of as a support
Yeah,
group type thing.
exactly.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
And I've got a phone call from a long COVID people as well coming up from a can't remember if it's a physiotherapist or somebody about it who's going to talk to me about it and find out how I'm doing, kind of thing. See, I can't remember the names of people's jobs. Bad.
Hmm.
I
I
forget
never
what
could
day
either.
it is.
I do too, but that's because I don't really have a set schedule.
Yeah, well, that can
So.
screw you over, can't it?
Bye, Sharon. She's going to go process 25
Well, bye, Sharon.
pounds wild mushroom.
Wow.
That was one mushroom.
One mushroom.
She posted pictures on Facebook. It's gigantic.
Flipping, no.
Beautiful looking too.
I've been put off Facebook because they've mucked up the back button. And it makes it so difficult. You having that trouble as well?
You can't scroll and then comment on something, because then it takes you right back to the top.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, for me it does. It's awful.
Well, for me, it's if I access the a post via notifications, then the back button at the bottom right of the screen won't work. I've got to use the one at the top of the screen. Now, I'm only using a phone, but even so, with my arthritis, that little bit extra to stretch it gets painful after a while. So I've been not doing so much on Facebook.
No, me neither, because of that whole thing, like you try to scroll through and look at different posts, and then it just brings you back. And it's like, oh, I can't keep scrolling. I'm done.
I also, my handbag changed the keyboard I was using from QWERTY to QWERTZ. And I'm going, what? Where's my Y gone? It really, I didn't know what to do. But luckily, Violet figured it out and told me how to get it back again. It was like, hooray! Oh, look, I've got 2 wings. I found the other wing.
I found it. Hey!
Well, I was thinking of spraying some stuff on that, but I don't know. I'll think about that. I'd have to use a permanent spray, I think. But I'm not sure. I might just use Distress. Because this is not a permanent ink, so it will go all funny. But I could use those again and do one that is permanent. I just wanted to use that one because it's quite a nice colour, isn't it? It's a sort of autumny colour. I really need to get that colour in a Ranger. What's the word? There we are. Words are hard.
The permanent
Ranger.
Distress?
Permanent one, whatever it's called.
Archival.
That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, archival.
It's stupid.
Yeah, so I can.
I'm silly because I'm looking right at it.
I do that. I start hunting all around the room, then I give up. Come back and sit down at the desk, and it's right there. That's so irritating.
Yelling, where is it? I know I had it.
Yeah. There, that's going to look great. That's going to give me a nice balance between the 2 skulls. Lovely.
Oh, very nice. That's great.
That's what I want to do. And I've still got room for my clasp here because I measured it when I was putting that down. And this 3D matte gel and the heavy body matte gel are really good for this kind of thing. I must get another one of those because half of it's gone all funny. I mean,
Are
look,
they?
this is all right, but
But
that
then the
bit's
rest is
solid.
not.
Ah.
Is it quick, fast drying?
Fairly. I mean, these are sort of, I could probably force them to get off, but they're pretty stuck now. I only did those at the beginning of the stream.
Ah, that's pretty fast.
So it's not bad. You just have to make sure you put enough down and don't squish it down too much because you'll force it all out again. But it does. I learned about this stuff when I started doing workshops because one of the first
Mm.
workshops I did was a paper artsy one, and they were using tons of this stuff, loads of it. Yeah, they used it to stick down all the really sort of strong stuff like metal items and things like that that weigh a bit.
And it works. Wow.
It worked.
Mm.
And here we go.
Carla wants to tell you that she doesn't know how old you are, Fran, but she's a year older than Violet. And just think of I just think our brains are full.
I'm not a year older than Violet. It's only a few months.
No. She says she's a year older
I'm only a
than
few
Violet.
months. Yeah. Well, I'm actually 13.
Were you born on
I
leap
met a
year?
girl. No, but I met a girl in a play park in Colchester when I was a little kid. And I asked her how old she was. And the sign on the play park said, not for the use of anybody over the age of 13. And she said, I'm 13 and I'm going to stay that way. And I thought, what a brilliant idea. I'm going to do that. So I did. So
This line I heard. I'm a little bit older than my teeth, but younger than. Oh, I forgot the rest of it.
yeah.
Instead of saying your age, I'm a little bit older than my teeth, but younger than something else. I don't know, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I can't remember.
it's a good way not to
But
tell your age.
did you know that humans, the fetus develops from a bottom?
Meaning the bum
Bottom
is
of the
created
human
first.
being starts first. Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't
I
that
see.
weird?
We all start off in the end.
There we are. That's not too bad at all, is it? I'm so pleased about that. And I can use little things like these on the inside. I like those. I wish there were more things like that you can just cut out with a die cut, and there it is. It's ready, and you can just use it to slot things in with different designs. I wouldn't mind designing something like that, a different one. What's the time?
It's 3:15, so we have 45 minutes.
Oh, great.
Keep flipping through this
Right.
book so people can see the other stuff.
Lovely, isn't it?
Look at this illustration of the butterfly is writing on the flower on the back of the petal.
Oh, lovely.
Isn't that cute?
Super.
Yeah, it's great coloring in this book too.
I really like things like Escher, but I could never attempt to do anything like that because it must take about 6 years to do one drawing. So I haven't got the time.
I get lost when I look at one. Just get lost.
Yeah,
I can
because you
look at
follow
it for
where
hours.
it's going. Oh. Just my tea is getting cold, but there's a little fly in there, and I don't want it to go in there. I want to use this, so I'll get a different colour. I haven't got any over here, but I've got a box down here that should have some in. Let me find one.
Yes, I'm as old as my tongue and a little bit older than my teeth.
That's the way around. There you go. I knew you'd get it in.
Thank you for that, Apple. That was perfect.
I've got to get this out the way for a minute.
I'm going to clean this off. That'll give me something to do. Get a little gold painty on there. I just have to get my papers.
Right. Find out which end is the open bit. It's nothing near me in the open bit. Typical. Ah. So over there. Right, inks. Well, I've got a VersaFine in brown, and I've got an archival in ground espresso. That's a nice one. And I've got one in black soot and sepia. Don't want the blue. Don't really want the green. Is there any more down there? There's a vermilion. I don't think I want that one either. Now what's that? Oh, that's a nice one. Tea. Tea again. Oh, and I've got a hickory smoke. That's a nice one.
Is that like a red, dark red?
Hickory smoke? No, it's grey.
No, you said there was another color. Oh, I think I misheard you.
Yeah.
Don't mind me.
Well, I still have got a vermilion, but vermilion is green. Well, mine is anyway. I used to think vermilion was red, but it isn't. These StazOn ones are quite nice. I might use that instead of the dye eyes ink dye. No, it should be all right. Orange Zest, no. Gothic Purple, no. Emerald City, no. And that's about it. That'll do. There's plenty to be going on with anyway. Oh, let's get rid of the cat again. My doorstop. That cat. Ugh. Hefty great thing. I've got 2 owls and a cat. And I gave 1 owl to my mum and 1 owl to Ian's mum. And I got them both back again. They used them for many, many years, but nobody else was interested. So I thought, well, I'll have them back.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I like them. I mean, it took me a long time making them, so why not?
Yeah, exactly.
I've got to stick that there, really. Let's put some more of that 3D matte down before I start anything else. At least I've got that in place. I actually need to put a bit of 3D matte underneath one edge because it's popping out like that, you see. So if I put a bit there, that will probably secure it a bit better as well.
There we go. Carrie has a very old cast iron that she uses as a weight.
Yeah.
Iron.
I found an old piece of iron that looks like something that came off a plough. And it's really, really heavy. It's about the size of 2 people's fists. One person's 2 fists is what I mean. There we are. I'm not going to stick that down yet because I want to see if maybe I'll just pop the other sides and do them as well. I think that would be best.
If you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I'm just trying to get whatever paint is left in here. That's why it's all watery, because I sprayed some water on it in the bottle. So I'm just trying to use up these soft body acrylics that I got.
this one. I used the Fabrifix, and it's just not good enough.
Yeah, it's
Needs to be
good
a
for a
bit-
lot of things, but
Yeah, but not for plastic, film on plastic.
mm-mm.
So using this is the right thing for the right job. That's what it is, isn't it? I'm sorry, I'm getting very coffee.
I am too. It's like my furnace is on, and it's so dry in here. And I'm sitting next to a humidifier, but it doesn't always work.
Mm.
They're talking about oldness. Lara says you're wiser when you're older. I do agree. Paula says any old iron.
I've just dropped it now.
What did you
Come
drop?
on, where did it go? The piece out of here, it's just on the floor.
Mind of a child, body of an Egyptian mummy. That's me, Paula. You too, Becky? We could share
Yes,
it too.
but the Egyptian mummy you're talking about, would that be one of the Egyptian gods? Could have body of a god.
Yeah. Old and dead. Yeah. Not so great.
Just got to check I've got that the right way around before it dries. And I have, thank goodness for that.
Yes, Paula. Bandage party, but strategically placed.
I see.
Paula's randy. I think her getting sleepy.
Oh.
Are you getting sleepy, Paula? Tired.
I'm just putting a little bit on the ridge here because that's the bit that's going to be in contact. Just like that. I'm getting a fair bit done. That surprised me.
Yeah. A little bit here, a little bit there.
Yeah. Don't know what I'm going to do with
It's
that
funny,
paint.
like there's some projects I start and I'm like, this is never going to get done. And then it eventually gets done. I'm like, wow, I really got that all done. Surprised.
Yeah. Sometimes they can be really long projects, and they're the ones that you look back and go, did I really do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better than I thought.
Yeah.
Or did I really waste my time on that?
I was actually thinking of the painting I did of my dad and my daughter.
I've never made anything where I thought that. It's always, wow, I actually did that. Okay, cool.
I've looked back on some craft things and thought, was that me or did somebody else give me that? And then I go, no, I remember painting that bit or gluing that together there or something. And I think, maybe I did something with somebody else's stuff. But you look back at one of the videos and it's like, no, there's me doing it. It was me.
It was you. Silly goose.
Bad memory.
Oh. Well, also, when you make a lot of stuff and you're always, doing something, you forget about some of the stuff you did.
Yeah.
Like I'll go through and organize my stuff, and I'll find ephemera I made that I'm like, wow, I don't remember making this, but I know I did.
Yeah.
Paula's in bed with her tea and pajamas. She's wild. Well, she isn't a good time to be wild.
There we go. Wish me luck.
Me too. This paint's not coming off of this damn thing. It doesn't want to behave. That's okay.
Right. Cross your fingers this all works out. There we go. I must get a new pot of this. This is silly. I'm going to have to hoik out all the bad stuff. And it's probably just because I haven't cleaned the lid properly. No, it doesn't look too bad. I don't think it can be that. Some of these go on quite well, and some of them don't seem to. Right. So, where am I going to put that? Put that on there. Look. Oh, that looks nice on there. Look.
Yeah,
That
that's
looks
very
quite
good.
good. Yeah. I think I'll use this one because it's paper on paper. So,
Got most of it off.
look. Uh-oh. I just dropped a blob of glue on the floor.
Oh, poor doggy. I hope it doesn't get stuck in his fur.
Yeah. Well, he's lying off to the side there, so there's a good chance it won't. Especially if after I've stuck this down, I go and wipe it up. With the same tissue I've just been doing that job with. I'm glad we decided on jigsaw workshop floor tiles in the new craft room because I'm going to need them. I've got to keep spilling glue.
Yeah, that's important. You guys, let's use this stuff. So I'm sorry, I'm yawning.
Oh.
This is one of Darcy's.
Oh. Just got glue on my arm as well. That's great.
Diane says, at least it's not glitter. My pit bull was very glittery once I messed up.
Oh, I like this one. This one I've got to have in here somewhere.
Violet.
Hi,
Violet is
Violet.
in the hospital parking lot.
You
know what they say about ladies who hang out in parking lots?
Where can I put this one?
Get some rest, Carrie. We'll see you later.
I'll save it for later when I've got an idea. But I think I want to put some of this washi tape down here. And I will use glue as well because I'm not convinced that that sticky is all that great. And it's been there sitting there a long time. So.
Diane, that's what Violet, love her. Fran was saying about her dog. He's been very, very close to her lately, and every time she moves her chair, she gets a chunk of fur out of him.
I'm going to just rip that one across. Well, no, I'm not, because it won't rip, so I will cut it. I'll wiggly cut it. There we go, I've got 2 wiggly cuts. Come on. I'll stick it like this and we'll see what happens. If it comes up, I can always stick it down again. I like the bit with the Chinese letters and the poppies. That's one of my stamps. One of my oldest ones. I've had it such a long time.
Yeah,
Isn't
I
that
went to
funny? Look,
organize
it
my
cuts it up.
stuff. Ooh,
Different colours on the same strip. Isn't that odd?
I love that.
Me too.
That's the whole thing about like doing stuff like that. It's just the randomness of it creates such beautiful things that you didn't think you could do.
Yeah. Hope you're going to send me pictures, Violet.
Uh-oh, what's going on here? This camera is all wonky.
Gonna put that over there.
Review like that. Okay.
That doesn't look
Bye,
like it's the same
Katura.
thing, so that's lovely.
Thank you for coming by.
Yeah, bye-bye, Katura. Make sure you thumbs the upsies before you go, if you will. That would be great, because it does help, they say. Oh, I can't get
Sorry,
this
guys.
one.
I don't know why my camera is all fuzzy and all that good stuff, but I'll
Let's
keep
try
printing.
that. Oh, for a moment there, it was really in focus from the bottom of the plate, and then it's decided not to.
It keeps just staying fuzzy, and the only thing that's clear is when I put my hands down.
Yes, yes.
Let's do some of this.
Have I got one with a bit stronger colour? Oh, that's a nice one. I love that one because that has got a bit of a dragonfly on it. So I'll have a bit of that.
Ooh. And I like how you're not just cutting it straight. You're giving it some shape there.
A little bit. So it looks like it's been torn out. Even though I can't tear it because of the strange sticky back on the back. God, let's use the implement again. It worked last time.
Oh, thank you, APG, and welcome to the live stream. Let's see. Let me find some black paper. Oh, you know what? Here, how about this?
There, that's nice. I'll put something else there. I quite like that. I might put that there like that. But it's a tag, so maybe I should put it in something.
Black paper. Here we go. Some folks are buffering.
Oh, yeah. No.
That YouTube nonsense.
Yeah. It's not the best, is it?
Well, the other day on Mariah's stream, oh my gosh, that was just awfully painful.
Oh. Is that the one where she decided to start the stream again?
No, this was just recently where it just all of a sudden everybody had to like leave and come back. I think it was actually yesterday's stream, maybe. I don't remember about.
Gonna keep the top half. Yes, I can do it.
It's not working.
I want to keep that available because I like that bit. So I'm going to stick it down here.
For coming.
I'm going to cover some of that up, but that does not matter. Right. So I'm going to stick it there, but I'm not going to stick it yet. I'm going to stick this on its own. I keep whistling that same little bit of tune. I don't know why.
Bye, Violet. See you soon.
Bye, Violet. Have lots of fun.
That is a turquoise. That is, where is it? I just put it away.
Where's my tissue?
Turquoise
There.
blue from
Mop up.
Liquitex.
So it will go in, but I won't put it in yet. Really want to add something to it. Don't really want to add it there because it will. What about there? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, why not? Find out how far. I like using little scrap bits that you wouldn't think would be of any further use. And it just is.
This is just so awful.
Right, I've got to sit back down again. Don't know why I was standing up there. I was getting enthusiastic. Got to stand up for it.
Yeah, I know, Paula. I can't get it to unfuzz. It's aggravating. It's like when my hand's there, it stays focused, but I don't know why it's not focusing otherwise. Could this be it? I think I fixed it.
Ooh. Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
Eddie the Fixer.
Ta-da. Next on BBC One.
Do you watch a lot of BBC One?
I what do I watch? The BBC, when they have concerts or singers or whatever, and they'll post the videos. I watch those
Uh-huh.
because they have they always have really good musicians come on and play, and they'll do like their song, and then they'll do a cover song, which is cool.
I don't watch so much TV anymore.
Well, I watch this on YouTube. It's nothing.
Yeah, I watch on YouTube.
TV.
I mean, I watch the things I used to watch on TV on YouTube, like QI, because you can watch the whole thing, and you can just turn the sound down when you don't want to listen to the adverts.
Exactly.
I like
I haven't
that.
watched that in a while, but
do
I
want
need to
something-
catch up. It's so good.
This is not sticking too well, so I'm going to add a bit of real glue on there as well.
Yeah, sometimes
Especially
the sticky
because
paper is
daft
like
people-
on the edges because you're
Yeah,
futzing with them so much, they get a little bit deglued.
yeah, because I would make a pocket right over that, wouldn't I? Typical. I want to use a tea bag for something.
I love watching Shetland. Lara says she loves watching Shetland on BBC crime drama set in Scotland.
All right.
Marguerite wants
Must
to know,
be a
does
new
anybody watch Perspective?
Never heard of it. Mine, like I said, I don't watch TV.
Paula watches Strictly and watches her husband dance along with Strictly.
Oh, interesting.
It's been good this year. I've been watching it on YouTube, and it's been pretty good. I think Paula and I are going to audition for the next season.
All right.
Virtually, of course.
Have you got your... Oh, I was going to say, have you got your costumes designed yet?
No, we're working on that. I think Bob Mackey's going to do those. Like Mama's Family style. Y'all know Mama's Family?
Nope.
Vicki Lawrence TV show from the 80s. They
Nope.
had some of the tackiest outfits on there, and he created a lot of them.
Oh.
Very southern, Takarama sort of look.
I like that. I think I'll put that on. I
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. That gives it a bit of oomph. Otherwise, I might never use that tag.
She says, Marguerite says, it's on YouTube. It's all about painters and fakes. Oh.
All right.
Like people who create fakes of like expensive art.
I like watching Fake or Fortune.
Mm.
But again, I watch it on YouTube.
My brother watches those types of shows.
5 or 6 of them. They're with I can't remember her name. No, or his name. It's both gone right out my head.
Yeah.
Typical. But she used to be a crime reporter and a BBC newscaster.
Mm.
Fiona Bruce, and
I remember that name. Yeah, okay.
She was on Antiques Roadshow a lot as well.
That's where I know her from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd you go, Fran? Oh, did we lose Fran? Are you back, Fran?
Yeah, they use an expert. Did I go?
Yeah, you went out for a second there.
Oh, I hope I had a nice time.
I hope so too.
I think I'm going to cut the end of this off.
Paula says that our outfits are going to be spray tans and lycra.
Oh,
yeah, I don't.
I see.
Lycra. I sweat. No, it's not going to work. Hi, Utah. Thanks for stopping by.
There we are. I've got a tag in there, and I think it might be about time to put this tag in here as well. Except it's still a bit gluey. I'll wait a bit with that, but I'll show where it's going to go.
British comedians, also the best. Just saying.
Who do you like?
Oh, of course you're going to ask me names. I like that. Who you like also is Sarah Millican.
Oh, yes, I like her.
Jimmy Carr, because he's a total D-bag, but I think he's funny. There's a couple of Reese something or other. Yeah, he's a younger guy. He's very pale with dark hair, and he always makes the joke about that he looks like a little Victorian girl.
Oh, right. I don't think I've seen him. I'm going to... You heard of Stephen K. Amos?
I think I know him. Oh, and then there's the guy who's on the It Crowd.
David Mitchell.
Yeah. Not him, but he is funny. His wife is pretty funny too.
Yeah, they're both.
I like his Shakespeare series that he did.
Upstart Crow.
Yes, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, I like that.
My brother's like, "What are you watching? That's so weird." I said, "It's just in English. Yeah. I don't understand it." I said, "Because you don't speak English, you speak American." He watches Law and Order like constantly and all those types of shows.
I used to watch that when the earlier ones. Goran? Was that his name? Goran? The character's name?
I can't remember.
I think so.
I never watched it that much anyway.
I used to like it with Goran and the girl on. They were good. But then they started, you could see that they were phasing him out when he started having some mental issues. The
Was he
character.
the like he's kind of like has a long face? He was thin.
No,
No.
no, he's got a square face.
Oh yeah, Don French's hysterical apple. I just watched an Instagram short she did, and she's wearing these really funky reading glasses, and she's like, you know, when it's late and you've had a little bit too much to drink, and you start scrolling, and ooh, I want that. And then you get it when you're sober.
Yeah, and you go, why
She's
did
a
I buy
riot.
that? Yeah. Well, the reason I asked about Stephen K. Amos is because he's on locally at the Colchester Arts Centre on this Saturday, and I'm going to see him live.
Woohoo! That's
It's
awesome.
quite a small theatre, so it's going to be great.
And I'm gonna Google
We
him
had.
because I'm pretty
Do
sure.
you remember
Oh
Phil
yes, yes,
Jupiter?
yes.
Do you remember Phil Jupitus of QI? Have you ever seen QI?
He's a riot.
Phil
I've never
Jupitus is.
seen him
I
live.
saw him too. He was absolutely wonderful. He was throwing chocolate tea cakes to the audience. That got them
So,
going.
okay, I just looked up Stephen Amos. Yes, I know who he is now that I see him, and yeah, he's a
He's
riot.
quite funny. Go and see him. I wanted to see the Reverend Thingy Coles, Richard Coles, but unfortunately it was booked out solid.
Oh boy.
So not a chance on that one.
Yeah, stand up is very big over there, and
Yeah.
they just do it so much better. Like sometimes you go to a comedy show here, and it's just well, first of all, the audiences can be garbage, and then the comedians are just not that good, not that clever.
Well, I saw some really good ones on YouTube doing a
Americans.
whole doing a whole
Mm.
um about 50 minutes worth.
Yeah, no, we have some
I,
good comedians, but it's not
I just
as
can't
big as
remember
it
his
used to
name.
be here.
Yeah. I also like
Amazon's here.
Dara
I've seen this
O'Brien. He's
for a
brilliant.
moment. Oh, Darrow Breen.
Yeah.
I've watched all of his mock the weeks.
Yeah.
And those
I like him
are
better in stand up than I do on Mock the Week.
he is right on stand up. Yeah. And the other one with the crazy hair that was on Mock the Week too. But he does
There's a
really
lot
good.
of them with crazy hair.
Yeah, that's part of
one-liners. Yeah. It's a favourite of Ian's. I can't remember his name.
He's a wacky dude, but he's so good.
Yeah.
He reminds me of the American comedian Bob Goldthwait, but without the weird voice affectation.
All right.
And screaming, but he's that's same sort of. Sometimes it takes you a second to get what he's saying because it's so clever.
Yeah, because he led up to it completely obscurely, and then what he said, it takes you a moment to absorb.
Doing that, I'm sorry. Very strange. I'm not moving it. It's doing its own thing. I'm going to step away for a minute. I have to get a package at the door. I will be right back.
I think we're getting near the end anyway, because I'm running out of things I can put in here. That's nice. I like that one. That goes quite well with things. Yes. We've got more pages in here that I might be able to do something with. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll do a bigger one. One of these. Well, I didn't want to put that in there because that's another one to go in. What am I doing? Silly. Let's do one of the other signatures. Here we are. There. I think I've got one there.
I'm back.
Hello, back.
Did you miss me?
Oh, sure. It was a desert in here without you. Oh, I must have a go with that. Little tiny button things.
Ooh,
Rat. And I liked the thing. I mean, I couldn't get any more of them. So the designs, I mean. So I plunged them into some of my silicon mold stuff, mold putty. Got myself some copies. They don't always turn out, but it's quite nice to have them. Makes things last a bit longer. What about one of these?
I don't know, Paula. I haven't opened the box yet. I didn't order it, so I'll just leave it at that. Oh, jeez, look what I did.
That's a backwards chocolate, that is. Oh, I like that. I'll have a backwards chocolate. Oh, it's a CHOCOL backwards.
Looks like a Wi-Fi signal right above the CH.
Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it? I'm going to do a wiggle waggle across the top.
Yeah, Carol Burnett is really good. Sarah. I'll do a posting on Facebook later on my unboxing. I don't know what's in there, and I don't want to surprise myself as well as you guys. So.
Oh, you got an unboxing. You lucky thing, you. Look at that unboxing. Some people seem to do nothing but unboxing. It's like, how do you manage that?
Becky, you're going to be in so much trouble.
What?
Get your package and open it now. You're going to the nerd lady.
Right, this is the second signature, so I've got something on 3 of the signatures now. Now I've got that glued down.
How many signatures do you have in there? 4?
4, yeah. I might swap one of them out, this one at the back here, because, you know, I might use that green one somewhere else, and I might collect some more pages, similar size, but different sort of vibe. I think one of the blue one or the green ones is fine, but I think one at the back as well as no, I'm not so keen.
All right, we've got 5 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and open it. I'm getting a lot of pressure from the crowd.
Oh,
Lord knows I hate pressure. Be right back.
Okay, I'm just sticking this one down. Oh, stuck my hand down. Oh well.
Okay, here we go. So this came to me, and I think I know who it is because she asked me about my address details yesterday, and he sent me this. Becky, you didn't have to do that. You know that, right? But this means a lot. Thank you so much.
Wow. Oh, that looks great.
You guys, oh man. I'm going to sew my heart out.
Well, you got no
tonight.
excuse for not doing sewing now, haven't you?
I know.
Excuse
Just
at all.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Or thank you, Becky. I should say, because you are a silly girl, Becky. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You just sent the
Brilliant.
box, Utah. It's empty. So I can pretend I have. Utah's got jokes. I opened it, Becky. Where were you? I just opened it. I'm not going to open the actual thing because it's bulky and my desk is a mess. It looks like that.
Good. It's a good size. It won't get too much in the way. It's a decent size, that. You'll have to use the box for something.
For moving. Yeah.
I need colour on that.
That won't be till the spring. I think Becky's behind on the stream. It's not from you, Becky?
What?
There's a gift receipt, but it doesn't say who it's from. Paula! Wait, hold on. So how did this happen? You guys are too much. That's sneaky, sneaky.
Yay! Gotcha.
They did. They got me. It was like it's in tiny print. I couldn't see it.
I like that one. I might do that. I'm going to have to go and raid another box or something and see what else I can find. Well, there's some things in here. What have I got in here? Ooh. Oh, yeah.
Cleaning. This is going to soak. There's a gift note. And I just saw Paula's name on there and yours. Becky.
Not quite big enough. I mean, too big. You're going to have to do something with that next time, won't you?
I'm going to have to do something fabulous.
Absolutely. Hey, that would fit in there. Look at that. That would fit in there. There you go. In fact, that would fit in there. There we are. That's practically a page done.
That's a page further than you were at the beginning of the stream.
Absolutely. I've still got a bit here, so I can put that in that one.
That's a great page.
Another little pocket there. What else we got in here?
Okay.
Something else? Oh, yes. That's great. Oh, look, that can go in there. So that's looking quite good now, isn't it? Got quite a bit going on. Oh, and we're 2 minutes over.
Oh, look at that. That's okay.
So I reckon it's about time
to
wrap
say
it up.
au revoir.
Yeah, I think Becky is definitely a bit behind in the stream.
Yeah. I'll message you later, Becky. Thank you.
I was thinking about that. That's quite fun. But anyway, yeah. Okay, so I think it's time to say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
I'll see you later,
Let me see.
everyone.
So,
thanks for having me, Fran.
The next, it's been great having you, Eddie. Really, it's been really interesting. And we've got another surprise guest on Friday. You'll have to wait and see who that is.
Ooh, very
So
cool.
goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Have a great night.
I've got one. Here we are. Right.